Hello fellow humans and welcome to this week's shop review. These resources are fine if you need them, especially if you're trying to grind a new tech tree, then the times 5 XPs can be pretty useful, so if you are looking for resources, these are pretty good to get. In the tank section, the Growth Tractor Krupp can be sold for 1,200 gold, and that's about the only thing that's good about it. If you are looking for that, then I guess so, otherwise don't buy it, it's not really that worth it. Then we have the Tankage for 3.5k, and this is how a good tier 7 bundle should look. 14 is... It would be nicer if it'd be 30 days, but it's a decent tier 7 bundle for 3.5k, so that is how it should look. Now, this vehicle does have 2 different guns, and it also doesn't have a crew, which means it can't take crew damage. However, overall, it's somewhat of a mediocre vehicle. However, the bundle here is very good. Unfortunately, the times 5s are locked to the vehicle, so great bundle. Not that great tank. If you want the vehicle for the collector value and the 2 gun options, then absolutely go for it. Other than that, if you're not specifically looking for this vehicle, then obviously don't get it, because it's more of a collector vehicle than good at anything else. Now, the Tornwagen, overpriced, not good, don't buy it. Basically, because we have here, just look at the comparison here. We have 2 tanks here for the same price as the Tornwagen alone here. So yes, it is clearly overpriced, that it's not good. Especially given that this vehicle is one of the best, if not the best, tier rate in the game for 8.5k. So I absolutely highly recommend picking up this vehicle. It is also in a bundle with the Lance and C, which is mid at best. It doesn't really have high DPM. It does have 200 millimeters of penetration, which is not a lot, but it's better than 180. It's got 320 alpha damage, 10 degrees of gun depression, so it does work quite well. But it is a vehicle that is very difficult to play, unlike the TF4A2, which is very simple, very easy, and will get you a lot of credit. So I highly recommend picking up this vehicle for pretty much anyone, really, unless you're an ultimate tank destroyer freak. This vehicle, I recommend it for everyone. The Lanson, not so much. And the MX, that's going to be gone by the time the video happens. The Rampant Raiders, 2 vehicles that are pretty difficult to play and also very cheap, 8.5k here, but this vehicle is pretty difficult to play. The CS52 was given away for free, so the value here is somewhat limited. But if you are looking for a very solid, I mean, it's a good tank at tier 7, and a vehicle that is an autoloader with no armor, making it very hard to play, then this can be a useful bundle, but it isn't really a primary bundle that I would recommend anyone to pick up. What I would pick is this thing, because it's great. And as every single time, open your free containers, do not buy the paid containers. And now, unless you don't care about what tier 10 you get, this isn't a good bundle either, because you're going to probably end up with a tier 10 you don't want, and it's the same with all the other crate bundles. You might get a tank, but the tank you get is probably not the tank you like, so you lose twice. And the Witch bundle very much falls onto that as well. If you're a really big Halloween fan, then still don't buy it, because this is just crates and gambling again, and these awesome containers aren't really that awesome because their drop chances is very, very slim for a vehicle. It does have 5k gold in it, but that doesn't make it worth it. Then there's the T60 draw, and as with any draw, the first 2 rounds tend to somewhat be still worth it. After that, it becomes a pretty bad return. Well, 20 gold, 50k credits, pretty good thing there. Then you play the second one, still worth it. If you still get 50k credits there, it's a solid return. 10 times 5s, that's a great thing to have. But then stop, only play the first 2, because now it starts to get not worth it. The T60 is not really a vehicle that's worth it, that you want. So I don't really recommend it either. Same goes for the Dracula draw. It was a great tank once, now it's a meme. And really, it's not worth it in the draw, but as always, play the first 2, and then it starts to get bad. And there is another draw with resources this time, and I would pretty much handle it the same. Play the first 2, because it's incredibly cheap, and then you stop. The Witch's Curse event is ongoing, and without paying either for the Premium Pass or for the Battle Pass, you are not going to get the vehicle. I've reviewed the vehicle in last week's shop review, but play it as far as you can. There's some couple of good rewards in here. If you can get them, get them. It's pretty good. And now's a great time to buy new stuff, because free XP conversion is increased, and there are massive discounts to equipment, tanks, and vehicle upgrades. Also, crew training is reduced, and camos as well. Attachments as well, but who the hell cares about attachments? But if you are trying to buy a new vehicle, especially in a tech tree, or you're trying to get more free XP, then until November the 1st, do it, because it's all discounted.